treat to be back to my old home of Virginia Beach, where I raised all my kids, where you all supported me and loved me and helped me for all those years, to give me this immense privilege of being the 71st Governor of Virginia. Thank you. It's great to be back home. Well, what a treat to be here for my great friend, Scott Rigell. This is a critically important time for our nation, and I want to say thanks to our great Republican chairman for everything that he has done to lead this party. Pat, you're doing a great job, along with Ken and Pam here locally, and Gary Byler leading the 2nd District. The toughest jobs in American politics, being the local unit chairman. You all have done great building the party, and we're on the brink of victory. Thanks for your great leadership, all of you. We have got a great team with our great Attorney General, Ken Cuccinelli, our Chief Jobs Creation Officer, Lieutenant Governor Bill Bolling. They are great teammates. And what you all did for us last year in turning around a 7% win by Barack Obama to an 18% blowout for our team was a great effort. And Virginia Beach led the way, 64% here in Virginia Beach. Thank you for everything you did. Thank you for what you're getting ready to do here again. Well, let me just talk to you for a minute about our country. This is the greatest nation in the history of the world, the United States of America. But with this Congress, we're about to turn the greatest country on earth into the greatest debtor nation on earth. We have a $14 trillion debt right now. Do you remember when billions used to be a lot of money? We have now an immoral and unsustainable level of spending that is mortgaging your future, your grandkids' future, your kids' future, and it's absolutely unacceptable. Remember what Ronald Reagan said about government spending? Government spending is like a baby's alimentary canal. It's got an insatiable appetite at one end and no responsibility at the other. He was right. Mr. Jefferson said that it should not take from the mouth of labor the bread that it has earned. Remember that? That's what our patriots believe. But that's certainly not what Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid and Glenn Nye think. They have a very different view. And that's what this race is all about. The difference between what conservatives believe and what the Democrats believe. It's this simple. If you want a formula with more government programs and more guarantees and entitlements, then you vote Democrat. If you want a program with more opportunity and more freedom and more access to the American dream, then you vote for Scott Rigell and the Republican Party. That's what this election is all about this year. See, what's happened over these last couple of years is this approach of one-size-fits-all big government, womb-to-tomb solutions with mandated health care, cap-and-trade, card check, unfunded mandates on the states, the federal government taking everything from GM to the student loan industry. This is exactly the opposite view that our founders had 234 years ago. The things that they pledged their lives and their fortunes and their sacred honor to be able to protect and to defend. We have a government that's out of control with spending going just the opposite way. And while they're focusing on programs like health care and taking over Wall Street, we've got 10% of the people of America that are unemployed. In some parts of the Commonwealth of Virginia, it's 14, 15, 18% unemployment. 300,000 people in Virginia out of work. And that's why the most important thing we need to do right now is to create jobs, create opportunity, keep taxes and regulation and litigation low, and give people more access to the American dream. That's what this election is about, pure and simple. Well, there's a lot of things that you can do to win this race. There's 25 hours left. Sleep is vastly overrated. You can sleep all night. You know, it doesn't matter how good you look on the scorecard. It doesn't matter how the polls look. There's only one poll that matters, and that is who shows up on game day and who performs. And that means of that 45% or so that we expect to show up tomorrow, who are those people going to be? Are they going to be freedom-loving people that want to see a new direction for our country and more access to the American dream with limited government and lower taxes? Or is it going to be people that believe in the status quo, the people that have given us the $14 trillion in debt and a 10% unemployment rate? That's the choice we have to make tomorrow. Every vote really does matter. You all remember what you did for me back in 2005 when I had that landslide victory with 360 vote margin. I know about recount. So does my friend Ken Cuccinelli. In 2005, when you elected me Attorney General, I won by 1/8 of one vote per precinct. Now, I've never met that 1/8 of a vote. I heard they were really short. But I can tell you that every vote matters, and every vote that you can get these next 25 hours can make a difference. All of you have email, right? You Twitter, you tweet, you do all that stuff that none of us have even heard of 10 years ago. You can make a difference by emailing and tweeting your friends, connecting with people on Facebook, and say this: look, I know what's important for our country. We've got a great challenge with spending and taxes and jobs and freedom. And Scott Rigell will be the guy for the 2nd District that can make a tremendous difference for your kids and your grandkids. Please go vote for Scott Rigell tomorrow. You can still knock on some doors tonight. You can put up those last couple of signs. You can work the polls tomorrow. There's still plenty of room left on those poll workers. I'm sure that Gary Butler would love to have you out there in Norfolk or in Hampton or in Virginia Beach, making a difference at the polls. There's so many things you can still do. If everybody in this room, there's about 200 and some of you, if everybody in this room makes 10 phone calls, that's 2,000 more votes. I guarantee that could be the margin of victory in this race. You know that there's 10 friends of yours that probably even haven't decided whether they're going to vote tomorrow. You've got plenty of time tonight, right in the middle of Monday Night Football. You know they're going to be on the couch. Get on the phone and call them and tell them, you need to vote for Scott Rigell tomorrow. You can make a difference in the future of America. You can make a difference already. And I tell you what, you have got an ideal candidate. If I were to design a candidate that had the right values and the right way of looking at things for America to represent the great 2nd Congressional District, the home of the largest military base in the world, people with great pride in business and tourism and the military and just good, clean family life, there wouldn't be a better candidate than Scott Rigell. He's got a compelling American story. Young kid in Florida, wanted to go into business, worked part-time at a car dealership, but wanted to have access to the American dream. So he and his wife started a janitorial service. He hired her, she hired him. That was their first business. And they learned how to start a business. Now, if he can run a successful janitorial service, you know he knows how to clean up other people's messes. So that's why he should be the right guy to go to work. But he succeeded in that. He decided to come to Virginia Beach and get his master's degree right here at Regent University. He started working for a car dealership, learned the business, decided that he'd take risks. And isn't that the secret of the American dream? It's not government programs, it's not more solutions out of Washington. It's people using their God-given talents to pursue the American dream, to create more hope and opportunity for other people, that take risks. The small businessman, the capitalist, the entrepreneur. That's the secret of American success. Well, that's Scott Rigell. He decided to take a shot, buy a car dealership, and you know the rest of that story. Is now one of the most successful car dealers anywhere in the Mid-Atlantic, because he took the risk, he treated people fairly, treated people with respect, built a business, and that's why he's successful today. He's the United States Marine, 6 years in the United States Marine Corps Reserve, learning the pride of wearing that uniform, learning the sacrifice that it takes to be a member of the military, understanding perhaps more than people that haven't worn the uniform what it takes to build and keep this country the land of the free and the home of the brave. That's Scott Rigell. He's a family man. He's got great kids. They're here tonight, including one that's in the United States Marine Corps as well. Successful children. Great wife who's been a heart and soul of this campaign. Terry Rigell has done a great job. The future First Lady of the 2nd District. But the most important thing is he absolutely loves America. He understands the dream that was born on these shores. In fact, right here in the district that he's going to represent, at Cape Henry, 1607, when they planted the cross, when they came ashore with the charter from King James and said, this is going to be a great nation, this is going to be a land where we love freedom and free enterprise. That's the story of America, and that's what you're going to have in just about 25 hours when you elect Scott Rigell. So I want to say thanks for all you've done so far. I know some of you have literally given your time, your talent, your treasure to this campaign. You've knocked on the doors in 95 degrees in the summer. You may be out working at the polls at 6 o'clock in the morning at 39 degrees. But you've done everything that you can to make this campaign a success. I want to say thanks for what you've done, because come Wednesday morning, you're going to wake up and have a great new dawn here in the 2nd District when you elect the next congressman from the 2nd District.